What a wonderful. Hey y'all, so today's story time is gonna be about how I'm married currently, but I have a boyfriend. So I've actually been married for, well, my anniversary is December 14th. It's going on 2 years that I've been married. So when I was younger, I was like every time I got out of a relationship, I was quick to hop into another one. So I lost my virginity at 16 to this guy. He was cheating on me. He was a jerk. But I ain't gonna really get into how toxic that relationship was. But let me just fast forward to, we broke up, and then my friends was like, well, my friends at the time, I'm not cool with them anymore. There was like, give Dejan a chance, give Dejan a chance, and I was like, no, he's a loser. Ew, he's a nerd. And they was saying he's a nice guy, and I was like, but I don't know him. That is the thing. And he was the oldest person. You know, all my boyfriends so happened to be younger than me. But I was like, bro, I guess I'll give him a chance. Because, like, I have that mindset that we gonna end up breaking up. Shoot, I broke up, like, all my other relationships didn't last. So, we ended up dating. He was a virgin at the time. I wasn't. And I was 16. He was 18 going on 19. So I ended up taking his virginity. Sorry. I ended up taking his virginity. The sex was horrible. I mean, of course it's going to be. He was a virgin. It was his first time. I ended up falling for him. We were together. I was with my mom. He would see me every single day after working like a 10-hour shift. And I couldn't like get one day without him. And I would blow his phone up all the time to come see me. And then eventually we ended up getting evicted. And then his mom let me move in with him. And that's when things started going south once I moved in with him. So he would go back and tell his friends all the time every problem in our relationship that we had. And I would say, can you keep our relationship like to ourselves? Stop telling people our business. Like, I never understood why he would do that. And it ended up making me go over my sister's house more. And I was barely at home. I never wanted to be home. I'd look at the place and I'd be like, I just got to get out of here. So I'd sleep over her house for over 2 weeks straight, and I would not come home. And this was when we ended up getting our own place. And we got a roommate, which was a big mistake as well, because the roommate would always be in our relationship, would always say I'm doing this and that to him, would always not mind his own damn business. And that also caused a lot of problems in our relationship. And the biggest thing that was like wrong with our relationship was everybody was in our business. Everybody would say, why you always treating him like shit? Why you doing this? Why you doing that? Why you acting like his mom? And I'm like, first of all, it is a difference between acting like somebody's mom and arguing with their boyfriend, telling him what he is doing wrong and what he is doing right. It's called stay the fuck out of my relationship, bitch, because it does not concern you. And I got that a lot at work because we were working together. And they would always be like, why are you acting like his mom? I'm like, why are you in my business? Because you need to learn your place, because I am talking to him as his wife. I'm being his wife. I'm not being his mom. Learn your lane. And like, people wouldn't understand, like, dude, that is my husband. I can get rude. I can get this. I can get that. At the end of the day, he's coming home to me. Period. So I started realizing we rushed into our relationship. Like, I wasn't ready, and I knew I wasn't ready to be in a relationship after my last breakup because I had a lot of trust issues. And it's not that he was lame. I mean, but, like, you know, what do you expect? Like, he hasn't had a relationship, like, serious either. Now, I'm skipping a lot of stuff. So, we ended up having, like, a serious argument. And then, I ended up deciding that I think we should break up and just remain friends. And this was the day of Thanksgiving of 2018. He ended up proposing to me on Thanksgiving. And this was a guilt trip propose because he only proposed to me because he didn't want me to leave him. But I stupidly said yes because I was young, dumb, naive, point blank. So we ended up getting married. Then this girl, I guess they used to have a past. She would message him all the time, and she knew we were married, and she would try to flirt with him, say, "We like, you know how you could have been something in the past, but somebody like didn't make it obvious that they liked you." Well, that's how the bitch was. And I'd be like, "Can you get the fuck out my husband DMs? He's with me. He don't want shit to do with you." And then he would always tell her our fucking business every time we argued. Like, again, stop telling people our fucking business. Period. So, we got married shortly after, but it was just starting to become like, where's the love? Like, it was just so, like, he ended up lying about his location a couple of times. I'm like, I'd be like, dude, why are you lying about stupid shit? Like, he wouldn't even be anywhere that was bad. He'd just be lying about it. Or I'd call him, and his friends would answer his phone. Like, can I talk to Dijon? Why are you answering his phone? Like, and then I'd just always be at my sister's house. And it became to the point that I was never missing him. And I was like, dang, I don't miss him. I could honestly live here. And that's when I knew that we didn't have any love anymore. And that's when I knew, I don't think you're the one. Because I got married at 18. 18. And a year in our marriage, I wanted to end it. So then I met this guy, Keonte, at work. I ended up falling for him. And I felt shitty because I had just broke up with Dejan like a week before. Like, we would always say we're going to break up, but I actually meant it. And then he got depressed. He ended up becoming suicidal. And I felt so bad about it. But I ended up getting with Keonte. Currently, I'm still married, but I'm with Keonte. I haven't been with Dejan almost a year. But our wedding anniversary is coming up because technically we're still married. But what makes it worse is Dejan's our roommate. And that's because before we broke up, we had paid for this apartment and we were both on the lease. And then he ended up begging me to move in still. And I told him, I don't think you should move in with me. I don't think that would be okay. But I ended up letting him move in because he wanted to get out of the roommate's house because he was so fucking toxic. So I let him move in because I wanted to remove him from a toxic environment as well. But I feel kind of bad because he sees Keonte walk around the house every day and we're still married. But that's a problem that I have to solve on my own. But yeah, I am still married, but I'm with Keonte. This is not a wedding ring. I actually lost my wedding ring somewhere in the house. I know it's here somewhere, but I'm probably never going to find it again. I'm kind of pissed because, I wanted to keep it as a momentum, But this is just a promise ring that Keonte bought me. It's diamond. You just can't really see it. But, yeah. So, I didn't mean to drop this ball on myself. I hope I ain't exposing myself, this and that. But yes, I am still married. Yes, I still live with my husband. And Keonte just moved in. So I have my boyfriend and my husband living under the same roof. That should be fun. Plus Keonte's kids as well. But yeah, for any more story times, just comment down below. Let's try to keep it positive because it's so much bad going on in the world right now. We need some type of good, So comment down below if you want to be shouted out in our next video. Stay tuned. Like I said, peace out.